He's in the wrong room.
Alright, here we go. As soon as I unmute this tab, here we go.
Brought to you by IWCRadio.com. It's the internet's most irreverent wrestling podcast.
Damn right.
Now, please welcome Beans, Smoot, Chucks, and Will. This is the IWC.
Hello everyone and welcome to IWC Radio. This is episode 113 and we're coming to you live on youtube.com. Smoot, have you edited our intro there, or did you just decide to throw in a little off-the-cuff comment?
I think that was a live edit.
That was a live edit.
I just weren't sure. I thought, has he really just edited his own voice in saying that, or did he just really say that?
The thing is, you gotta do that every week now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe we all have to do it at one point.
I might do it. Just be like, damn right. Are you choking already?
That's a good start. It's a really good start.
All right.
Yeah. So yes, we're coming to you live on YouTube just a few days before. I say a few days, meaning tomorrow is Payback.
Yeah.
So we will be running through the prediction show as we start our brand new prediction league. And Chuck's has to defend his newly won championship.
That he got from you.
Well, he had the chance to get the championship from me, but then he was too slow. He was too slow in accepting such an honour. So
Too busy building floors.
yes, yeah, he has. Chuck's, if anyone doesn't know, Chuck's has a terrible obsession with building floors.
Didn't we once have a show? I was gonna say, didn't you once have a show where we painted a wall live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
really did.
I think instead you should give him one of your office chairs that look pretty swank as fuck. I don't know what the hell kind of saying swank as fuck is, but I just used it. So.
Where are these office chairs?
I think we need to see.
Look at the stream, Chucks, and you'd see it.
You can't do that because he's in the other room building a floor.
Yeah, he's building a floor in fucking Minecraft.
That's not just Minecraft, everyone. That's fucking Minecraft.
Yeah, it's a new edition. DLC, 40 quid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if Chucks would like to join us, it'd be much appreciated. He'd sound less like he was in the bottom of a well.
That's not very
No,
nice.
I'm in the right room.
In the bottom of a robot well.
Robot well. The production plant. Okay, so Smoot's nicely advertised the chairs on the show just in case.
And now I'm advertising whatever the hell Chucks is building in Minecraft.
Oh, right.
Those office chairs are pretty sweet.
I'm really impressed. They're really comfy.
How much are they?
60 quid each. Brand new.
I like the red
Wow.
one.
Yeah, the red one's cool.
Yeah.
Very comfy. Very comfy.
Good bargain.
Tell you, hot UK deals. Shouldn't really advertise, but there we go. So, yes, we'll be running through the prediction show. Chucks will continue to build his floors, and we'll be going through some
Look
news.
how cool my house is. I built it into
wow.
a mountain.
Chucks, I think you might be wasting your talents.
Is that a compliment? I can't tell.
It was good how I did it, wasn't it? You just weren't sure what side I was falling on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on.
No, that's quite impressive. What is it?
It's a house. Like I found a mountain that kind of had like a hollow in it, so I decided this is going to be my house.
I see. What about disabled access?
Well, the problem with Minecraft is everything is stairs.
Ah.
Yeah, so if you're handicapped in Minecraft, you're really fucked.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate Minecraft.
Well,
there's
then
another
you're
shot
not
of it.
invited to my house.
No. I really need to try Minecraft, actually.
Neither of the
That's
handicap.
exactly what I thought. So this week I figured it's like, was it 9 years old or something now, so I'll just do it. It's 13, 14 quid. I'll just buy it and see what it is. and I don't really know what I'm doing, so I just build a house.
Cool. I don't think there is anything to do as such as there. It's
No,
kind
there's
of
an
just
end
like-
boss.
There's an end boss. What do you do? Build a house around him?
No, you got to build a portal and you fight like a dragon.
All right.
And then you build a house.
But yeah, you can just build a
Can you
house.
not become friends with the dragon and like build it a stable or something?
You might be able to do that in casual mode, which is what Chucks is playing.
Cool.
Now some like 12-year-old's gonna like run across our show and be like, "That's not how you do it. That's not how you play Minecraft." Ugh."
Can I just say that the 12-year-old Chuck scares the living shit out of me?
Sorry.
I think you should do the show in that voice from now on.
I don't. Not that. So basically, what you're trying to tell me is Chuck walked across this mountain that had a cave in it, where the dragon probably lived, and he decided to convert it into a house of his. And he's
No, the dragon's in a different dimension. That's why you need the portal.
Oh.
Yeah, beans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, beans.
Yeah,
Right,
beans.
now we're in the
Building that
12-year-old
floor. If there was a
Chucks
dragon
and
there, I would have seen it.
Yeah, beans.
Yeah, beans.
So we're getting a 12-year-old version of Chucks and Will as well. That's good.
What are we fucking doing?
I know! This is a wrestling show, for Christ's sake.
Can we start again?
No. We're keeping this in this time.
Like, can we start again from episode 1?
Yeah. Which, by the way, how's the iTunes import?
Don't ask.
All right, I won't then.
That was a great thing to ask live on a show.
Well, no, it's coming actually. I have done something this week, so
It's done
hopefully.
something.
Alright.
Hey, how was your day? Oh, I just did stuff. Something. You figure out what I did. Well, that's progress. I'll give you that.
That's cool.
I don't know what to say anymore.
You don't
Alright.
have to defend yourself, Will. But you do if you keep sounding like a 12-year-old. I'm not having that shit.
Well, you did stuff. Wow.
It's amazing how it does not sound... If I just heard that soundbite, I'd have never guessed it were you doing that.
I guess I can throw my voice pretty well, then.
So that's amazing.
What do you want to talk about?
Is there anything to talk about, really?
Yeah.
John Cena's the best.
Wow. Okay. We'll use your 12-year-old voice to segue into one of our news items.
There we go.
John Cena has announced that he will return on Memorial Day. Which I believe, is that the 30th of May?
That sounds right.
Is it? I don't know.
So
Google-
in a month's time, we will have John Cena
Yes.
back to make us cry.
Google says Monday, May 30th, so it is agreeing with what you said. Yes.
So there we go. So he made a statement on his Twitter account, which I think was something like, "The doctors told me I'll be back in 8 months, and I'd made it in 5."
Uh-huh.
What they really mean is the doctor told me back in 5, and the press release said 8 months.
I
I'm
guess,
sorry.
yeah.
I don't know. I just found it like a really dick thing to say.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh. Does he like walk into the like doctor's room and shout, "The champ is here"?
He should. He should. The champ is here to be examined.
I'd love to like when he went in for surgery, like just walk into the surgery room like a lunatic and just shout, "The surgeon is here."
You can imagine this is one of them people who's like always on, never turns it off. Just always in character all the
Nah,
time.
he can turn it off. He can turn it off.
Yeah, because he starts going on about his marble kitchen top,
Yeah.
not putting any solids in his fridge. Ugh.
Oh man.
Frightening person at times. So So yeah, we'll be getting John Cena coming back. What do we think might be one of John Cena's first order of priority when he returns?
Who's the United States champion?
Kalisto.
Kalisto. He's gonna beat the living shit out of Kalisto for the United States title.
Is he gonna? Do you think he'll turn heel against Kalisto?
No, he's gonna be like, I want that. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you for it. Give me the title.
Is this a new attitude from John Cena? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna come back and just say, "I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you."
That's the gimmick.
Just like I beat the shit out of that doctor's schedule.
Yes. By the way, there's the face once it comes up on the stream of John Cena whenever you like go near his fucking marble counters.
Oh god, this better not be that face from it. Oh, right. Oh Jesus. Oh, it's a different one than I was thinking.
Wait, which one were you thinking of? Wait a minute.
I was thinking that really angry one he did on the end of Raw that time.
Oh yeah, I don't have that
the ambulance.
I don't have that one.
You know, his fucking forehead looked like the size of Kansas.
Where he smacks the microphone out of Josh Matthews' hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have that one. I should probably go onto the WWE Network, find it, and then get it for you.
Do you know what? If I were there and I were filming that, I would make it look like we were still live on TV and he needed to keep going, even though we'd gone off the air. It would just like, I've been behind the camera just going, keep it going, John. Keep it going.
Give it like the stretch.
Keep it going. And 5 minutes later and he's just staring at you like, keep it going, John. Keep it on.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Anyway, he's been like always like ahead of schedule when it comes to the healing process of any sort of injury, so this is not really shocking. What he's going to actually do when he comes back, who fucking knows?
Do we care?
Fuck no.
I think Will might. Will doesn't detest Cena like some of us.
I don't. I don't hate him.
Well, I'll put this question to you, Will.
I don't hate him either. I just don't want him in the
get a serious answer.
title picture.
Who would you like to see Cena feud with when he returns?
Well, like the obvious, I think he might go into the title picture again.
He's going to beat the shit out of Kalisto, I'm telling you.
At that point?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you think that Roman Reigns will still be the champion at that point?
Dude,
yeah.
Nobody wants to see Superman versus Superman.
Oh, that's
Vince
that film that just come out, isn't it?
Superman versus Superman? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Vince probably does, but the crowd, however, no.
Anyway, we'll see. I'm sure he'll come to ruin the day, but there you are.
If they finally turn Reigns heel properly, then maybe it might be more interesting.
I think if you're going to get Cena and Reigns facing off of the title, you're probably going to get that more towards SummerSlam time.
If anything, I would say, depending on how things turn out at Payback, maybe AJ Styles. The WWE's top guy versus TNA's top guy at the time, back when TNA was relevant.
I was just going to say, excuse me?
Back when TNA was relevant.
Yeah, let's not be silly. So
fair enough.
Yeah, but we'll leave John Cena there and let him do more recovery. He says he'll be back at Memorial Day. He's probably going to be back tomorrow. So let's have a look at some of the other news. I don't know if you saw it. Did you hear the news about Ric Flair with the airport controversy?
Yeah, how strange is this story?
I've not heard the full story. I've seen bits. What happened?
Well, basically, from what I can gather is, and Smoot may know more on this, but there was a report coming out that he'd was acting very strangely in the airport, and some people said that he came across drunk and he was acting a bit strange, and then he was getting arrested. And then there was a picture of him sat with a police officer, and then this news report came out saying that a police officer said that he had cut his hand, and he was just getting treatment, and he was fine, and he got on his plane, and he wasn't drunk. Then another one came out saying that someone tried to get a selfie taken with him, and he acted bizarrely and went off on one. And then another report came out later that the cut wasn't to his hand, it was to his head.
Yeah. And then there was another that was like, he wasn't really drunk, he was just acting drunk.
Right. So yeah. So it was a bit of a strange one. I'm not exactly sure, obviously, what the actual truth is. And then this also ties in with SmackDown, where he cut a promo
Yes.
at the TV tapings where apparently he told Natalya to kill herself.
I've seen that as well, yeah.
And I haven't seen it. I didn't know there was any footage on this, but obviously they edited this out of the airing. So
Yeah, there's some blurry fan cam footage, but
right. So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange week with Ric Flair. So I'm not entirely sure whether this is all to be taken with a little bit of pinch of salt, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit of a strange one. I don't know if there's been any more, Smoot, or has that covered it all? Or
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like you covered the whole gamut there. The SmackDown bit was really weird because the fan footage, if you get a chance to see it, if you look at Charlotte's face, like right after he says that, she just goes to like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like an expression on her face. Like, why would you say that? And it was really strange. And Natty just played it off.
yeah.
Arguably, one could just say it's Ric Flair being Ric Flair, you know?
well, this is it, and I don't know. It's just I think because Rick can act quite abruptly anyway. I mean, like, it's one of the things, and it sounds awful, but it's also one of the things that we kind of love about him. I mean, this is a guy that does, like, drop elbows on a microphone and, like, throw his jacket into the crowd every time he comes out near enough.
Just rifled a Gucci shoe.
But that's what I mean, and it's like, it's part of who he is, but also, is there an issue here? And is it just something being blown out of proportion, or is there is there actually an underlying problem going on? If it had been just the one incident, then I think that it wouldn't have caused so much controversy. But I think with the SmackDown thing, plus also the airport incident, it kind of makes it look like there's something going on.
Hey, he just rifled a Gucci shoe.
So yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, hoping that everything's all right. I mean,
I
the only
think
thing that I can say is that if he got on a plane, he was sound. They wouldn't have let him get on a plane if he wasn't.
Yeah. I think he's living the gimmick of living vicariously through his daughter, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Chucks? Is there anything on this you want to say, or are you too busy building the floors?
No, you've dragged me back into this room now, so I have to leave my floor alone for a while with a big hole in it.
It's all right. You're letting the varnish dry. It's okay. It'll be there. It'll be there soon.
Yeah, great. I think you've covered the Flair thing. It would surprise me more if he wasn't drunk. It would kind of surprise me more if he hadn't bladed himself. This all seems like classic Flair to me. But hey, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay then. So let's have a look at some of the other news. There was also 2 releases this week from WWE.
Yeah.
One was Rich Brennan, and also one, sadly, was Carl Edwards, who some of us may know as Ardero Cal.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a bit gutted, really. Arda played this down on Twitter by just saying that he parted ways and it was all a positive thing. There wasn't anything negative. So I don't know the ins and outs of this and whether it was just like a financial thing or whether there was any chance that possibly he wanted to just leave or if there was any other projects he had going. But I was a bit gutted because I was hoping that he might have been able to kind of break through the ceiling a little bit and get a bit more on TV, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah, Rich Brennan was kind of a shocker because Kevin Owens destroyed his phone on a main event episode, and that was like his swan song, really. Like the last interview he did for Raw was asking Becky Lynch why is she eating salad with chopsticks. So. That's a hell of a...
And why was she eating salad with chopsticks?
I can't remember the response that she gave, but it was pretty piss poor. And also his wife, by the way, I don't know if you saw it. I'll try to get a screen cap or a picture of this on the stream here in just a minute. But his wife was kind of laying into to Tom Phillips.
Yeah, shitting there. Yeah.
Which we'll show you here in just a minute. As far as Arda Ocal, he never really got a shot. He did he filled in for a Raw pre-show once or twice here and there, and that's about the main on-screen type of time he had. Otherwise, he's been doing this week in WWE. He recently did Up Up Down Down with Xavier. Some other stuff as well here and there.
He did a lot of the you probably wouldn't have seen it, Smith, but he did a lot of the UK preview shows for the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
There was a lot of studio stuff.
Yeah.
Also, as well, he had a very small little cameo on the Edge and Christian show as well.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, well, I just find it really sad. And I don't know, he's just one of them. I mean, he say it about most of the guys that get signed by WWE, but, he just seemed like a genuine guy who was a fan of wrestling and got a chance to do something, but he was never given, like you said, that shot of actually being able to get on a proper broadcast where people straight away could, actually take to him or not take to him. He just never really got that opportunity.
I think they had to let some go because at the minute they've got too many announcers.
And they do all look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I don't know why they got rid of Arda, though.
I'm not saying the right people have gone. There's probably other people that could have gone before him, but I think someone had to go.
And Rich Brennan.
I guess it just seems strange to get rid of someone who, like being said, really didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
And Rich was on SmackDown for at least a short while before Morrow came in, which was kind of a sudden acquisition.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
that, though, because
that's
he was nothing, right? Rich Brennan was...
I don't know if I would call him
basically
nothing.
Tom Phillips.
I don't know if I would call him nothing.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
What? Who could be the bigger nothing? Like what?
No, like he's challenging
challenge
him
to
to a
tell him
match,
apart.
like he's laying down a challenge.
Okay.
Calling him out. So that sounds like we got a main event for WrestleMania 33 when everyone's injured again. Let's put this in a Hell in a Cell.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll jump off a cell for Mania Payday.
You sound
If
awful,
you do,
Chucks.
please make sure you sort your internet out before you do it.
Yeah.
Why? Why would it matter?
God.
I didn't understand a word you just said. You just did the usual. I'm not even going to do it because Smoot will record my voice saying it. So.
Yeah. By the way, there's the screen capture on on stream here, where his wife says, "quote making it." End quote, in WWE has less to do with talent than who you're willing to bury on your way to the top, which is Tom's specialty. Which is that's straight up real life commentating.
Yeah.
Like that's something I expect Josh to do.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. It's just a.
Throw it back here.
Sorry, I'm just reading.
Wait, she said who you're willing to bury on the way to the top.
Making it in WWE has less to do with talent than who you're willing to bury on your way to the top. Yeah.
Like Tom Phillips.
Yeah, which is Tom's specialty.
Tom Phillips is not at the top.
I was going to say, I wouldn't say Tom Phillips made it to the top.
He's at the top of NXT.
He gets to be abused on every pay-per-view pre-show where he sits in the social media lounge.
Yeah. He got the shit slapped out of him by Stephanie a while back.
Yeah, he technically died on live television. He didn't move a muscle after she slapped him
I don't
3
know about
times.
that, Beans. God damn.
He looked dead.
Who was it that Brock Lesnar killed that time?
Michael Cole?
Michael Cole.
No, not Cole. It was backstage. He threw him into the wall.
Oh, that's probably Josh, yeah.
Are we
It
talking?
might have been. It's that long ago. Yeah.
You sound awful.
Yeah.
You went back to the floor, didn't you?
I bet he did.
No.
Totally did. Like his OCD was
I
triggering.
didn't.
His OCD was triggering, and he was like, "I have to complete this floor. It's incomplete."
We may have been our own worst enemy by mentioning it during the show. We might have just tempted him too
Yeah.
much to the point where he just left.
Yeah.
That's not. No. I'm here. I'm bored, but I'm here.
Oh, thanks.
I'm here, but I'm bored, but I'm here.
Chucks is well on the way to going finishing his board permanently. Oh, hang on a minute. I started this call. I can kick him.
No, don't kick him. Come on.
I'm going to try restarting my router and then coming back. And
All
then,
right.
Yeah,
then
I'll
we'll see if
try
it sounds
something
better.
because, yeah, at the minute it sounds really bad.
Fine, go ahead, kick me. See if I can.
What else in the headlines do we have to talk about?
What other news do I have? I've got two other news bits. One of them you're going to have to tell me a little bit more about. But the other main news week of the week, what?
Yeah.
Is a certain debut in NXT.
Oh, you fucking swerved me. You fucking swerved me. I thought it was going to be the other one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's all right. We could do it the NXT because you know.
Well, I'll tell you. I don't know. Do you?
No. We're building off of Tom allegedly burying people in NXT. So I mean, let's go with it.
The only thing I'm concerned about is that I know that this is like Chuck's main source of enjoyment from the WWE network, so I'm kind of a bit hesitant to talk about his news item when he's busy cleaning floors.
I am not cleaning floors.
Where the hell have you come from? I thought you'd left.
I did.
How quick does your router restart?
That quick.
That quick, yeah.
Yeah. Although you do sound better.
I
So
like
anyway, yes, but we'll continue with the original story then, seeing as Chucks has joined us quite nicely.
Yeah, it's in NXT. Eric Young jumped ship, and now he's a NXT guy.
Oh, spoiler.
I didn't know that was a spoiler. Sorry. Should I say that he
He allegedly may debut.
yeah, obviously, so I don't get sued. No, should I say that he faced off against Samoa Joe in a non-title match? Because that happened.
Wow,
No.
they're really making an impact.
Yeah. I like how all the ridicule of me watching Impact, and now all of a sudden all the TNA guys are in NXT now.
All the good ones.
Yeah.
We don't have Bram anymore.
Yeah,
Have-
He keeps
gone there.
re-signing. All right, that's his MO, I guess. That's his prerogative. If he wants to keep re-signing with the company every 2 seconds, let him. For a new multi-year contract deal, let him.
just think of NXT as TNA without all the shit.
That
And better
that could be an
production
accurate
value.
way of putting it, actually. Because there's a lot of dumb stuff that happens in TNA. Like, the action's good for the most part, but some wacky stuff happens. Like, Al Snow beating the shit out of Grado backstage and then winning a match in 2016.
Oh no, that I approve of. I like that. I
Yeah.
don't like Grado.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I would love to see Will's response if someone like Rockstar Spud debuted in NXT,
God, don't.
and if Grado showed up in NXT.
Grado I could just about deal with, but
What about Grado v Rockstar Spud? At the
Nobody
next,
wins.
in the first in the NXT Liverpool live on the WWE.
The iconic Matt Hardy, the real world heavyweight.
no, just don't even entertain the idea of him showing up in NXT. Ugh, makes me
Could
shudder.
happen. He's not. I'm going to say he's quite young, Rockstar Spud, isn't he?
He's tiny, though.
What's the, oh,
He's like the smallest guy.
What's that got to do with it?
yeah.
You,
And
you
it-
think WWE would sign him?
Yeah.
Although
They
if
have got
sack-
Hornswoggle.
They've got Callisto.
That's a different kind of small.
They've got Callisto. And he's champion right now.
Yeah.
Until
and he
Cena
beat
comes-
the big guy.
Until Cena comes back and beats the shit out of him for the United States Championship.
If he did go to NXT, I'd only be happy if they changed his name to Potato.
All the way from the UK, Rockstar Potato.
Okay, Spud apparently is 2 inches shorter than Kalisto.
Really?
And
my
he's
God.
33.
Okay. All right. How old is Grado? Just keep it on the theme of trying to keep Will's WrestleMania main event alive.
He's 31.
Ooh. There's potential there, Will. There's still quite, you know, I mean, what is it? The traditional age of probably like retiring now is about 44, 45. I think there's a good chance that you could get your NXT main event.
There's more chance of your Seth Rollins HBK match, I think.
Oh, God.
I'm not being funny. The condition that Shawn Michaels is in at WrestleMania this year, I would be quite happy if they did that match.
I feel if Rockstar Spud goes to WWE next or whatever, he's got to learn how to throw a chair into the ring.
Next?
Yeah, if he's the next one that jumps ship here.
He can't even say NXT anymore. It's
Just next. Whatever.
it's jump ship and next.
At next.
I am the next champion. Oh, why? What are you going for? No, I am the next champion.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That was a segue, by the way, of looking at the stream because I threw up a GIF where Spud can't throw a chair into the ring.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. He also jumped onto someone, and
Drew
it didn't
Galloway.
even look like he touched them.
Drew Galloway, yeah.
I'm not being funny. That was frightening. He jumped on someone, and he didn't even react.
It's just bloop.
An entire body weight.
I don't think Galloway knew it was coming, so that's probably why he didn't sell it.
Yeah, but he didn't even it didn't even look like he touched him. If you'd edited that video to show remove Rockstar Spud, you wouldn't have known that anyone hit him. That is insane. Anyway, so I'm sure we'll graciously welcome Rockstar Spud to the WWE
next.
family.
Did I really call it next?
You did, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yes, the other news item, which I believe is the one that Smoot thought we were going to get to,
Yeah.
which I've got told to write down before we started the show, which was WWE Network Premium.
Yeah, so apparently a survey went out to, I believe it was current subscribers of some sort, asking them if they would be willing to pay $14.95 a month to basically get access to Raw and SmackDown a day after they aired instead of waiting for a month.
Oh no.
I thought this would be a willing or a fitting topic to bring up because Will on Snapchat brought up the fact that Sky's been jacking up the prices over there.
Oh, they really have.
Yeah.
They're killing me. I think I'm going to have to cancel Sky.
Can you do that?
Yeah. So, hey, it's Sky, I don't want you anymore. Go away.
I mean, yeah.
But then
you
that
can do
leaves
but
Chuck's just with a floor and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Is there like another alternative to Sky of some sort?
There's Virgin.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, also the stream's taking a dive here.
Oh, great.
That's wonderful.
I think I might just not have anything, though. I'd like, as long as I've
Just
got a
nothing?
decent...
Oh, well, now I've completely lost everything here. Now I've done it.
Have you had to stop the stream by any chance?
There we go. Hold on. Yep, I'll restart the stream here. Hold on. Things are breaking, and I'm tangled in wires. One second.
Oh, so now we know why the stream's having a problem. You're tangled in wires.
I throw up one fucking GIF, and it makes everything cattywampus, apparently. Alright, I think we're back.
Sorry, what now?
I think we're back. All right, we're definitely back, and yeah, we're staying green. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. That was Smoot pulling a cable that he shouldn't have.
I really did. Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay. So.
With Sky putting the prices up, I've got to be honest, the only reason I keep Sky now is for WWE. There's plenty of other sources to get football, or soccer, as we might want to call it.
Yeah, like Twitter.
But yeah, if this did come about, I think I'd probably seriously consider getting rid of Sky.
Oh, no, you can't get rid of Sky. No, that's not allowed. I can get rid of it. You're not allowed to get rid of it.
Don't. Please don't. Please keep that an inside thing, by the way.
Excuse me?
No, without being illegal, there are plenty of other ways of getting what's on Sky these days, so...
Not in such good quality.
Well, maybe. We'll talk after the show.
Wow.
But yeah, would you be willing to pay $5 more for a day after Raw and SmackDown have aired?
I would, because...
I wouldn't.
I'd watch it a day after anyway, because of the time difference.
Me too. And there are, like you said, there are ways to get... if you're willing to wait, I was saying not in such good quality for live stream, but if you're going to wait a day, even a few hours, then yeah, there are ways.
I mean, I say even with live stuff now, there's decent shows out there. So.
If it was like $5 a month extra for the SmackDown and Raw after they aired, and a simulcast of when they're on the air live, then yeah. But just like a quicker...
They're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, and that's a shit deal. That's a shit deal that they got themselves into, I feel. Because you're the first party owner of your own content, and you can't be able to have yourself locked into not being able to give it out in a live stream to fans on like a first bait on your own network. You know?
I think what it is though, a lot of the deals that they've got with the TV companies were signed before the network started.
Yeah.
So I think when they come up, I think the one with Sky's up in 2019.
Yeah.
So when they start getting renewed, I think there will be considerations for that.
But then you can't have your main shows, especially Raw, on the network when Raw is basically the advert for the network. Yeah. If all of your content is on the paid subscription service, how does anyone know that they want that service?
Yeah.
You're not ever reaching anyone new.
Yeah.
I don't know, it works for Netflix.
Yeah, but Netflix have TV shows, especially like old TV shows, and a big film library, and that kind of, there's outside interest.
WWE Network is just like Netflix, only better.
Thanks,
That's arguable.
Yeah, I was going to say Netflix, they just advertise a lot on TV in general, don't they? So they still use the platform, it's just that they're not actually on it.
Also, if they were to do the $15 tier package, they would have to renegotiate their deal with Hulu.
Yeah,
so that's
they do it. They have to, don't they?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those where I think if it was to happen right now, they would get a lot of support from the UK viewers, just because, like you say, there's an awful lot of people that are in the same boat, and they'll watch it the day afterwards anyway.
I don't know what you found, Beans, but if for whatever reason my recording of Raw fails, you don't get that full 3-hour show. Sky don't repeat it.
Don't they?
Really?
They do a 2-hour version on a Thursday. They cut out an hour.
Oh damn! I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, that's basically what Skype or not Skype, fucking Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah. That's what they do.
So if you miss that 3-hour live show, you can't see it again.
You're fucked unless you know.
How much do they actually cut out though? Because I know on our version of SmackDown has a lot of filler because they take out so many ad breaks.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the 3-hour Raw actually, because I do watch it the next day with the ads taken out, and it takes about 2 hours, 2 hours 10 minutes, something like that, with no ad breaks in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
So
usually
there's
like
probably not a whole lot cut out.
No, there's not a lot, but there's like a mid-card match cut out or something. There's usually something cut.
Yeah, I don't know. That actually sounds
I'm
like
going to
quite a
say
good deal.
if you take out the wonderful moments before the break, where they recap about 20 minutes of the show in that.
Oh, that's get recapped at least twice.
Yeah.
That you sounded awful.
Shane
just
came
now.
out, and then Steph came out, and then they said some things.
You sound awful.
It's very strange. I can't believe that we just heard a soundbite of Chuck sighing with a robotic noise. So yeah. So I think that pretty much covers the news this week. And
So now we get to go into the prediction game, which I'm excited.
What's one other bit of news? Don't you want to know? Sorry. Paul Heyman's getting his own reality show.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I heard about that. Yeah.
what's it going to be called?
It's not specifically about him. It's about his company, Looking for Larry.
Yeah. Hopefully they find him.
Yeah, maybe they'll find him. It's basically a fly on the wall documentary about the company, but he will obviously feature in it.
Yeah.
Is that going to be on the network, I presume?
No, it's not a WWE show. It's they've pitched it to several networks apparently.
If it gets on
Audience
TV,
isn't going to be happy about this.
he probably doesn't care. He's like, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's an outside project, so it's not going to make much difference to Vince.
And they're not really doing anything with Lesnar at the moment, so I mean, fuck it.
I like now that they've just resigned to the fact that the guy comes and goes, and they don't try and give you any explanation anymore. Like in the past with Lesnar, when he went, it was like he had to be suspended or fired.
Yeah. He quit on Tout that one time.
Yeah. And it's like,
Yeah.
so the only things I can remember from Tout is Brock Lesnar quitting and Sheamus pouring food.
Yeah, creepy Sheamus.
Oh yeah.
Creepy Sheamus. Oh, glad
Just
you
a note
brought
on
that
the
up.
Heyman show, the press release, well, the news article says a few British networks and Lionsgate are supposedly interested in the project. So,
Yeah, if it gets onto a TV channel that I get on TV, I'll try to tune in and watch it. Yeah. Also, there you see creepy Sheamus on the stream.
Oh dear. That really is creepy. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that one. So when we get some news, we will say. So yes, WWE Payback is tomorrow. I'm hoping I might be able to watch it live as well. Seems
Sounds like we're getting into the prediction game.
So that means that Smoot's got to play some terrible Paul music, and if Chucks can survive his internet connection, he can run down the car.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm fine. I sound great on this end.
All right, here we go.
What song is this?
I don't know. I love how we all
Payback
just
theme.
stop to listen for what he's going to play.
All right, there we go.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
put out the window there.
Yeah, Chuck's going out the window. Definitely.
Do you still want me to do this then?
Yes, please.
Really?
Okay. Alright. I'll do it. Just keep it short then. So we'll start on the pre-show.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Chuck, but it's
Get
really
away.
bad.
All right, so we're starting on the pre-show with Kalisto and Ryback. It's the big guy versus the little guy that John Cena, when he comes back, will beat the living shit out of for the U.S. title. May 30th, Memorial Day. Remember it. So.
You know what? I don't even know what I'll do if John Cena comes out on that Raw and he beats the shit out of Kalisto, because if he does, I don't know.
I'll tweet you and just be like, I called it. Told you. I'll ring you up on the telephone and say, I called it.
On the telephone.
Yep. And again, there's been some stuff on SmackDown. I've been slacking on watching it because I've been busy with some other stuff and projects and such. And such. So, this alone, I feel Ryback's got to win.
Yeah, I predicted Ryback to win it at Mania just because he started to give him a new edge and a new character. So it kind of made sense for Ryback to win it then. And then when he didn't, it was a bit weird. And now if he loses again, that's even more weird.
Chucks, what do you got?
Kalisto. He's front for Cena that I can beat.
Okay, all I heard was Kalisto.
On
yeah.
a beat.
Yeah. Will.
Ryback.
Ryback, alright. Chucks, what's the next match you want to go to next?
Blink once for Kalisto, twice for Ryback. All his eyes are permanently closed.
I didn't get Beans' prediction for that last one. Are you going for Ryback?
Ryback,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, look
Yeah,
how
okay.
he's listening to what I'm picking.
Ooh. I mean, you're all.
Well, everyone's
It's a new.
picking.
It's a new game. It's a new year.
I
so-
know, but he's
New year, yes it is.
I'll take that as a compliment that he feels that I'm a threat.
I don't feel that you're a threat.
I'm sorry, Chucks, I can't hear you. Moving on.
Where do you want to go next, Chucks?
I want to go to Corbin Ziggler.
Corbin Ziggler. All right. This is. I mean, Baron Corbin won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy, so I feel he's got to, maintain credibility. That's the word. Yeah. So I'm picking him, even though I'm reluctant to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Corbin too.
Me too.
Beans.
See, now I think that Corbin should win, but I do wonder whether they'll do some of the stupid DQ thing, like because he attacked someone on the outside, and I wonder whether it's going to be like a bit of a strange finish to this one. But Corbin's got to come out on top, so I'll pick Corbin.
All right.
Okay.
Where do you want to go next?
We will move on to Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
I'm going to say Ambrose because he's not won in about 6 years.
I'll go with Jericho to get his show back. And win custody of the potted plant.
I'll go Jericho too.
I'm going to go for Ambrose.
All right. Where next?
Well, we may as well go to Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
All right, we're just breezing through this. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh. I will pick. I'll pick Owens.
I'll pick Owens as well because I think he'll do some shenanigans to get a win in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Owens with the shenanigans.
I'm saying Owens because Zayn seems to be on a losing streak. I don't know if that's a thing that they're going to do something with.
You might turn it around.
Yeah, this could be a good time for them to turn it around, but I think they should at least mention it first before they...
Chucks, you sound normal.
Sweet.
Well,
then maybe we can talk in more detail about the tag team #1 contendership match.
Yeah, the #1 taggers.
The #1 taggers. So this is Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains.
I like how you wrote the Vaudevillains and then for the other team you just said soft guys.
Yeah.
Are you going to spell that out for them?
Enzo and Cass. Soft guys.
Never mind.
Are you going to spell it out? ENZO.
Oh, music stopped. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. No, I'm not gonna spell it out. Unless you want me to do it. Like, hold on. Oh, now we're getting a bleed in into the other Excel cell. But yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I spelled it out.
Oh, right. That's great. Makes for great radio.
Yeah.
Um,
All the more reason to tune in live on the YouTube stream.
yes. So I'm gonna pick Enzo and Cass.
All right.
Just because they've only just come in and every time they've got to a championship match or something of importance in NXT recently, they've lost. So I think they need something on the main roster.
I'm going with the Vaudevillains because I think they're quirky enough to win the tag titles. I don't know what it is about them, but I like them in the ring, and they make a great tandem together.
They do. It makes more sense moving forward for the Vaudevillains, just because, like you said, you then got New Day and Vaudevillains, which makes sense.
And also, I think maybe the Dudleys will try to go after the soft guys as well.
Exactly. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
I think New Day need heel challenges, and I don't think the things.
Chuck, remember when I said that your voice went really well?
Yeah, I just did a 180.
Anyone there?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Sorry, they went really quiet then.
I think Chuck's died.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You're still there. Who are you picking?
Vaudevillains.
Vaudevillains, all right.
What about Will?
Enzo and Cash.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. I misspelled that. There we go. And there goes the music again. There it goes. All right. It's on a natural loop. I like it.
Seamless.
Seamless, yeah.
That's one way to describe this music.
Be one word to describe.
You gonna spell it out for us?
I think he tried to. I think he tried to,
How
but the internet
about some
died.
women?
How about what?
Some women.
The women match. All right.
Did you say some women?
I did say that, yeah.
The women match.
I've got to be honest, I wasn't expecting that joke to fail twice. Once was quite a shock, but twice.
Yeah, sorry.
Charlotte versus Natalya for the women's title. Where hopefully neither one will kill themselves to what Ric Flair says.
I'm picking Charlotte.
Okay.
Me too.
I'll go with Natalya. Because they've been really hyping up the fact that basically Charlotte can only win matches with Ric Flair in a corner, and I think with the playing field level with Brett in her corner, in Natalya's corner, that is, I think that Natalya will actually win it, so I'm picking her.
They did this exact thing in NXT,
They did, yeah.
and Charlotte won.
Yeah, because she was like a rookie then. Now she's in the big leagues, pal. So.
Huh?
What? We mean, huh?
Charlotte won because she was a rookie, so
Yeah.
now that because she's established, she's not going to win.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
That's WWE for you. That's all the more reason why Natalya's going to win.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go Charlotte as well.
Okay. Alright. Where
Well,
to next?
You know, that's
The IC title?
exactly.
Alright. Miz versus Cesaro. Where Miz is trying to be a A-list actor, I guess, and Cesaro is an A-list James Bond lookalike. which I'm really digging.
Yeah,
don't-
I think it's cool.
I don't know what's going on with Cesaro, because whenever you hear him in interviews and whenever he's on like podcasts and stuff, he always seems to come across really well, but then when he's on microphone and doing a promo, it always just seems a little bit rigid.
Probably because of WWE writers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's not connecting right, but I also don't want it to mean that it's not, like they just pull it from, pull the rug from under him again. It's like he needs to be able to just work through it and become comfortable on the microphone, because he can be, it's just, I don't know, it's a strange one.
I think it's because he's Swiss.
Jeez. I don't think it's because he's Swiss.
No, but everything being said was exactly what Vince said.
Oh.
I mean, he's really finding it hard to connect. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what's missing, but...
Oh, damn, I've just turned into Vince McMahon.
Goddamn, pal.
These millennials.
Goddamn millennials.
Why not build floors? What the hell is wrong with you?
I'll go with Cesaro to win this for the IC title.
Yeah, Cesaro as well.
I was going to say that, and then Smoot decided to pick that as his prediction.
So are you still going with Cesaro?
Yes, I am.
Chucks!
I'm going to go for Miz because of this
Ooh.
new character Maurice thing and his retaking the lane. I don't think it's done yet.
Bradley has just joined us into the chat, says hello to everyone, and he's also just made his prediction saying Cesaro to win, Tyson Kidd to return, turns heel, Natalya becomes a women's champion, and they become a mid-title power couple.
Could happen.
Well, that would be nice.
Is Kid ready?
No!
No.
Very nearly died.
Exactly, yeah.
He doesn't necessarily. Well, I mean, he could just be like manager kind of thing, couldn't he? As long as he's okay, if you know what I mean. Like, he's not actually going to be in a match, is he? So he could do that.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one there, Bradley. We'll see what happens.
Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship.
This is obviously going to be the one where kind of anything can happen.
Chicanery is going to go down for certain.
Anything can happen, but in another, more accurate way, Reigns is going to win.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I don't foresee that they put the title on Reigns after all this defiance against the fans with WrestleMania, and then decide to change their minds the following month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is the end of this feud.
That's
and they've
bold.
got another match in this one.
That's bold. So who you
So
got?
I think additional questions. I don't know if Smoot you want to take.
Yeah, we'll add it in.
What actually happens with Anderson and Gallows? Whether they
I don't know if I can
attack
fit that.
AJ or
I don't
whether
think
they
I can
attack
fit
Reigns.
that in a spreadsheet cell with the answer.
You could just say Bullet Club involvement. Yes, no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Merge some
Oh.
cells.
Finn Balor, will he debut?
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Live edits here, all right.
I don't know. What else could we go with? Will
What?
Big Show return
Oh my God.
and join the Bullet Club, and his nickname becomes the Big Bullet?
It's funny because your name is a word.
At least Chuck's got it. Jesus.
God. All right. Yeah. All right. There's the 3 questions. All right. Point is, who you got winning this match?
Reigns.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be Reigns, but I'm toying with the idea of going with Styles just for the prediction game. Just to see what happens.
So you can go ha when it works.
Yeah.
So are you going with Reigns?
No, let's be crazy. Let's go with Styles.
Ooh.
That is crazy. You're throwing this game away at the first hurdle.
It's the first one. It's time to catch up.
Chucks, who are you going with? Reigns as well?
Yeah, big dog.
Going with AJ Styles.
Oh,
I think the crazy Bullet Club... Actually, no. No, you know what? I take it back. Because I think this is setting up to screw AJ Styles in the end. Because before, I said, the Bullet Club guys are going to come in and cost Reigns the title, back when, around WrestleMania when we were talking about it. I think it was the WrestleMania prediction game. In fact, yeah. Possibly. Anyway, go back and listen to it. I brought up the idea that, the Bullet Club folks would come in and all sorts of shit would go down. I don't think it's going to help Styles in the long run. I think they're going to turn their back to him, and maybe you'll see Finn Balor be like the head honcho. I almost said head cheese, and that would have been gross. But he's definitely going to... I definitely think it's going to bite AJ Styles in the tuchus here. So I'm going with Reigns, and who also got a supply of Miller Lite. So how can you not go against that? That's sarcasm, by the way. Did not hear a thing what you just said, Chunks.
Reigns is, he's talked a few times about how much he likes cold beer.
That's true, yes.
How could you boo a guy that likes beer?
No idea. So for the Bullet Club involvement question, I'm going with yes. I don't know about what you guys would think.
Yeah, I'll go with yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say Bullet Club involvement, yes.
Okay.
Involvement? Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's a yes across the board.
Hello, Yosef.
Finn Balor debut.
Also, as well, just a shout out to Bradley, who said, when it rains, it pours.
Yes, yes it does.
No to Balor.
I'm going to agree with Will and say no. I think it might be the Raw the night afterwards. Or possibly even a bigger build where possibly the Bullet Club guys say that they attacked AJ and said that they've got someone else who's been helping them and stuff, and they don't announce who it is, and they'll unveil it later on.
I'll go with yes. Because I think with the NXT situation of him dropping the title to Samoa Joe at a live event, house show sort of thing, I think that might play a factor into him coming up and fucking AJ Styles over. So
there is an article on WWE.com right now which talks about all that, and its title is Finn Balor leaving NXT for Raw. So read into that what you will.
Yeah. Chucks, Finn Balor gonna debut this Sunday. What do you got? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. And finally, will Big Show join the Bullet Club and become the Big Bullet? No.
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 He bloody should.
God.
He has the whole bald beard look going on.
That's true, he does.
And?
Oh, sorry. That's your, by the way, that's the prediction game right there for you. There, let you bask into it, screenshot it, do whatever you want, but yeah, that's our picks, so.
That it is. So there's not massive variation between choices there. There's the odd few, but that should be quite interesting. Overall, what are our thoughts on the pay-per-view then? Are we looking forward to this? Is there a bit more anticipation for this than there was WrestleMania?
I don't know, I've seen certain people on Twitter say that they didn't know that Payback was this Sunday, so...
Yeah, it did kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did a little bit. I'm looking quite forward to the show, though. You look at that, I mean, there's an awful lot of matches there, and it's annoying because you think things like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and Miz and Cesaro, and AJ and Reigns. They're all matches that you know like would have been suitable for like WrestleMania in itself, just because it's single matches and they get the chance to, you know, tell a proper story rather than all being thrown into matches with about 6-7 guys. So I like the look of it. We'll see what happens. I think you'll get good wrestling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good point. Like, you're right. People are kind of spread out and having singles matches and whatever. Yeah, WrestleMania had an extra hour.
Yeah.
So what have we actually lost to give so many guys so much more than they had before? Like, there's Taker, I guess, Lesnar. What else? Triple H. Yeah, so I guess a few guys have kind of shuffled around a little bit. Zack Ryder's not on the show. This is better all round.
I mean, in a weird way, it is, but it's. I don't know. It was WrestleMania was a strange one. It really was. I can't. I mean, I enjoyed it because I was there, but I can understand why people were frustrated with it. But yeah, this just looks like an actual pay-per-view that makes sense. It follows on from things, and you know that the matchups make sense. They're all, you know, they're all matches that just kind of work. You know, you're going to get a good match out of each of them. So, I mean, like you think what Jericho and Ambrose, even though I'm not particularly invested in either guy at the minute, as I think Jericho's doing good stuff, but Ambrose I'm not too bothered about. But I know that they'll put on a good match and it'll be entertaining to watch. So, you know, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But yeah, it's an odd one, but it should be good. I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Or?
It's possibly it's possibly in the cards that TNA, the latest with them, might be bought out by Ring of Honor.
Wow.
Yeah. And also,
Yeah, I was reading something about that actually. Yeah.
David Harrow, I believe, also
Did it
stated.
need a warehouse?
I believe David Harrow also revealed that the reason that Eric Young and Bobby Roode left TNA is because they were owed money in the 6 figures.
What?
Yeah. Which is crazy, if that's true.
Just going back to that story about Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And TNA. The story I read, it was actually, is it the Sinclair Broadcasting?
Yeah.
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 They are interested in buying the tape library.
Oof.
And the report I actually read was they will be open to selling it to WWE for the network.
Oh, they're going to buy it from TNA and then just sell it on.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't WWE just buy it?
Well, exactly, but yeah,
And-
that was the report I read.
And would WWE even try to make an offer for it? That's the other question.
It's one of them things. Why the hell not?
true.
They're not going to rush to do it because they don't need to.
Yeah, they
But,
don't need to do it, but if it's going cheap, it's
but if
extra
TN,
content,
yeah, you know what trajectory TNA is on, and when it, if you could grab the tape library for peanuts, moments before Impact, boom,
Ha!
then you're going to do it, aren't you? But if you don't do it straight away and someone else takes it, then, you know, what have you lost, really?
Yeah.
So, does that mean TNA is still in business or not?
Well, let's go to the TNA game here, and let's find out: is TNA Wrestling still in business?
Wait, what? We don't even get the music?
Yes, surprisingly, yes, they're still in business.
Smoot just took over that shit.
Didn't he?
I want to hear the song.
All right, we can play the song, sure. Have to find it here.
Oh, God. I forget it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You've really disappointed Chucks there, Smoot.
I'm sorry. Well, we're about to wrap up the show. I thought we were running short on time, which for me,
It was
mean,
a really
We
good
are,
segment.
but also, seeing as Smoot got through that so quickly, I want to ask Chuck. I can't even speak anymore.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask Chucks about a comment made in the chat at the minute from Bradley where he says, "This just in, Sheikh Mansour offers to buy TNA and will start Matt Hardy for Manchester City." If there was any way for me to dislike Manchester City anymore, it is if they put Matt Hardy as a striker next to Aguero.
Oh, no. Pellegrini would never put a second striker on.
Maybe he'll replace Di Michaelis and he can just sit there in the back four shouting, "Iconic!"
No, the only second striker we ever have is Bonnie. I don't know what the deal is with him. Matt can't do any worse than him.
It would be a good tactic to use if he was about to try and tackle someone and he just scream that in their ear as he's coming up behind them because it would scare the living shit out of them.
Yeah.
A tactic often I wonder why is not used more by footballers.
Screaming in the ear.
Yeah, just scream loudly as you're going in. They'll just freak out, wonder what you're doing. Might come across a bit weird on the microphones, but it'd be good.
I think there was a player who did used to do that. He played for Liverpool. God, what's his name? Ruddock. Neil Ruddock.
That doesn't surprise
Razor.
me.
Yeah.
That
He often
doesn't-
said he just screamed down someone, do you?
Yeah.
If there's one guy you don't want screaming down your ear as it polarising towards you, it's Neil Ruddock.
He said he'd always do it on corners. And he was waiting for the ball to come in.
I can so imagine him doing it. Oh, legend. So, yeah, I think that pretty much covers this week then. Is there anything else, guys, or are we good?
Oh god, yeah. There was Eli Drake debuting his own sound effects button on Impact this past Thursday or Tuesday.
DJ Z did it.
Do what?
That's DJ Z's gimmick.
No. It's his own sound effects button. Like it's here. Crap. Hold on. Let me. Oh boy, you really put me on the spot here.
Put yourself on the spot, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like a sound clip of it, but it's really short.
That might be good.
Yeah. So we'll leave out on here we go. This video here. We'll see you. Enjoy Payback. We'll see you next week and all that. if I can get this going.
Bye.
So, yeah.
And our mission here is simple on Fact of Life. We're going to go down the line and we are going to name all the dummies. For example, Jeff Hardy. A guy who wants to flip off a scaffolding, not for titles, not for money, but to prove that he's extreme. Well, that's extremely stupid, so I say dummy. Dummy? Yeah. Yeah. Then you look at a guy like Drew Galloway. A guy who carries around a title belt and thinks he's special. I say dummy. Dummy? Yeah. Yeah.